Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, we are going to be solving problem from Bece 2024. This video is meant to help a student preparing for junior NECO exam. So now let's begin by solving problem under 2024. So let's pick the first problem or the first question. Number one, it says express 367900 in standard form. And then we have options: A, 3.679 times 10 raised to the power of 4. We have B, 3.679 times 10 raised to the power of 5. And C, we have 3.679 times 10 raised to the power of 6. We have D, 3.679 times 10 raised to the power of 7, and then E, we have 3.679 times 10 raised to the power of 8. Now, so let's solve this problem. You say express 367900 in standard form. Now, in standard form, your number is expected to be in this form. We have A times 10 raised to the power of n, where this A, the A you see, is meant to be within the interval from 1 to 10. Okay, so A, the value of A is meant to be within this interval from 1. It should be 1 that is less than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So numbers from 1 to 9 can be the A value. Then n can be negative or positive number. So when you're able to write a number in this form, that number is said to be in standard form. Okay, now let's solve the problem. Don't forget what I just explained. Now we have this. So first and foremost, we need to identify where the decimal point is. The decimal point is here. Okay, this is the decimal point. You can decide to add zeros, but all these are insignificant. But you must ensure to identify where the decimal point is. Now we need to count backward so that we can get a number, the value of A, which is within the interval from 1 to 10. So let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I write 3.679, you see this number is within that interval from 1 to 10. 3.679 is not greater than 10. 3.679 is not less than 1. So it must be within that interval. So now we have times 10 as a standard form. Now, how many times did we move this? How many times? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be 10 raised to the power of 5. 10 raised to the power of 5. So let's check for the interval or for the option that is correct. So we have option A, which is not this. We have option B, which is exactly this. And you can see option C is different from this. Option D is different from this. Option E is different from this. So option B is the correct answer. So let's go to the second problem. Number 2, we are also asked to express 0.0007823 in standard form. Okay, now the options are 7.82 times 10 raised to the power of minus 8. And B, we have 7.823 times 10 raised to the power of 9. C, we have 7823 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4. Okay, that should be points, 7 points. And then D, we have 7.823 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3. And then E, the last option, we have 7.823 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2. So you can see this problem is quite different from the first one given. This is a negative, sorry, this is a number less than 1. Why this is a number greater than 1. And now we are required to express this number in standard form. So still doing the same thing, we are going to consider 7823. Now let's see how we can restrict this number within the interval 1 and 10. So if I should start moving my decimal point, we can easily identify the decimal point from here. We count forward 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I can get something like 7.823, you see this number is within the interval. You see, 7 is within the interval 1 and 9. So the next thing to do is to write times 10 raised to the power of. Now, how many times did we move the decimal point? Since we are going forward, so the number is going to be a negative number. That is the power of 10 is going to be a negative number. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be minus 4. So let's check for the option that is exactly that. So option A is different from this. Option B is different. Option C, as you can see, is the same. So option C is the correct answer. Option D is quite different, and E is also different. So let's go to the next problem. We have number 3. We are asked to simplify 0.012 times 0.000009 all over 0.06. So we are asked to simplify this, and then the options are, we have 1.0 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. We have B, 1.2 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. We have C. C is 1.5 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. We have D, 1.8 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. And then C or E, the last option, which is 2.0 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. So we expected to simplify this and then find the correct option that is the answer. So now let's pick this out. 0.012 times 0.000009 all over 0.06. So you can see, let's divide. Mind you, in this problem, you're not expected to use calculator. You're expected to solve. Okay. Now 0.012 divided by 0.06 is 2. Okay. 0.02 here, we have 1. 0.02 here, 0.06 here is 2. So what we now have is 2 times 0.000009. Okay, you see that? So now let's multiply. 2 times 9 is 8. That's 18. You write 8, carry 1. 2 times 0 is 0 plus that 1. You have this. 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2 times 0. So you see that? point 2 times 0, we have this. So we have 0.000018. Okay, so now we want to get the correct answer. So now let's simplify this. Let's express it to standard form. So we are going to move the decimal point to this side. Okay, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be 1.8 times 10 raised to the power of minus 5. So let's see which of the option is exactly this. A is different, B is different, C is different, D is the correct option. So E is also different. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to be sending more videos from the same question. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.